Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome. My name is Sarah and today I'm going to be reviewing this foundation right here. This is the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. So I'm going to be doing a little demo for you guys as well as a wear test, give you all my thoughts on it. Real quick before we get started, this is my little hair poop. And I feel like it looks like a little poop emoji. Like, that's what I feel like it looks like. I don't know. Anyways, it's chilling there because my hair was not cooperating today and I needed it kind of out of my face, but I still wanted it to look cute. So it's like, in the viewfinder, it just looks like there's like something weird on my head. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it, but at the same time, like, it looks stupid. Do you guys ever feel that way about hair? So this is the packaging for the new Becca foundation. The reason that I picked this up was because it just sounded nice. I didn't really look into it too much, but it's weightless, it's blurring, it's supposed to love your skin. Like, it sounds nice. So this is what the foundation looks like, and it's kind of like a squeezy tube, but I was happy to find out that when you take the cap off, it is there is a pump here, and I personally just love when foundations come with a pump. I don't really care too much what the packaging looks like, but if there's a pump on a foundation, I'm all for it. Like, I just think that that's the easiest way to control how much product you want, and I don't know. Also, on the top of the cap here, they have their Becca logo, but it has a little heart in it. I just thought that was super cute, and on Sephora, this retails for $44, which is, I feel like, pretty average for a high-end foundation. So there are 24 shades for this foundation, which I think it's not the worst I've seen, but it definitely could be better, although I do think that I think they did a better job in trying to even the shade range out. Like, I feel like it's not all just like really tan shades or all really like light shades with like, you know, 2 dark shades. Maybe 5 really dark shades. It's hard to tell on the Sephora app. And then they have 2, I think, more fair shades. And then they go into their light shades, which seems to be about 4 or 5 of those, and then they kind of get into the more tan, like light medium to medium deep shades. So I think they kind of do a good job of kind of spreading it out evenly, but at the same time I definitely wish that there were more shades, so hopefully that they'll expand their shade range. I definitely think that Becca has a lot of work to do on their shade range. I've never really been able to find a lot of good matches for me with their, like, I have a concealer from them that I absolutely love, but it's darker than my skin tone and it is the lightest shade, and they named it Porcelain. So I would say a lot of people would describe my skin tone as porcelain. So if you create a product that is darker than my skin tone and name it Porcelain, I went with the linen shade, which was described as the lightest beige with neutral undertones to it. I would much prefer a warm undertone foundation, but the lightest warm tone one they had just seemed like it would be too dark for me. So here we are with some neutral undertones. I'm hoping it will match me, and I guess let's go ahead and dive right in and see. I am going to be doing a wear test, and I am going to be doing one side with a brush and one side with a beauty blender because that's what people do on YouTube. So I am going to start off priming my skin because I never don't prime, if that makes sense. So I am going to be going in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This primer is magical and I really enjoy it. So I was going to read off from the box kind of what it says. So there's vitamin C in here, there's cold pressed avocado and melon blend. I don't know really what that's supposed to do. And bitter ginger. So let's see. Wow, it's really hard to read off of this. So it says it is a breathable medium coverage liquid foundation that is buildable and is supposed to enhance your natural beauty. Vitamin C, the avocado and melon blend, and the ginger are part of their Glow Nectar Brightening Complex, and it is supposed to be a weightless formula that boosts radiance, maintains skin's natural moisture level all day. It's supposed to be comfortable, pore blurring, and it's just supposed to look like your skin, essentially. Let's get started. I'm just going to pump okay, so we'll start with that much. I'm just gonna kind of see how that goes. I'm gonna dot it onto this side of my face, and I think I'm gonna start with the brush. Just gonna kind of dot this. So this will be the brush side. Doesn't have like a smell that I can really pick up on, so I'm just gonna start stippling this in. I might have taken too much, to be completely honest. I do like to kind of see though if things end up being super cakey or not. So I guess we'll figure that out. So far it looks like a good shade match for me. And I'm pretty impressed with the coverage so far. By the way, this is the Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush, in case you guys were wondering. It's one of my favorite foundation brushes, so that's why I am using it today. It doesn't seem like it starts to set or anything or dry like super quickly, so you can kind of take your time and work with it, which is nice. I don't think it looks particularly glowy. It doesn't look matte though, so definitely in my opinion it's a satin finish. I feel like it looks a little bit more glowy on the viewfinder. Oh, what is that? I have a thread in my hair. I think so far I'm liking it. I think it has decent coverage. And I mean, it's definitely not covering my freckles, which is fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another pump of that and do the other side with a beauty blender. I'm excited to see if this makes it a little bit more glowy and radiant. I have my beauty blender. I'm just going to go in with this. I want to say that the neutral undertone in this is definitely leaning yellow on me, at least, which is great because that's what I wanted. So that's pretty awesome. I think it's a little bit more dewy if you use the beauty blender. I want to say the coverage is just slightly better with the brush, but I feel like it's, honestly, it's pretty similar. It is still a little bit tacky, but it seems like it's kind of settling in a little bit. So I'm not going to be setting my face. I am going to go and do like my concealer and set that, but I won't be setting the rest of my face just because I want to see how it's going to wear. So we'll see. But yeah, let me go do the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I have finished the rest of my makeup, and basically when I was applying my makeup, everything applied pretty much the same as I felt like it would any other foundation. So no like struggles trying to blend anything over this foundation or anything like that. I really like how it looks right now. I think it's very natural. I wouldn't say it's super, like, it's definitely not full coverage. I don't know how buildable this would be, but I would definitely say it's pretty medium coverage. I think it covered my redness pretty well, but it's one of those things where You probably still need to go in with like a concealer or something if you have anything that you really want more coverage on something. So I'm just kind of zooming you guys in again so you can see a little bit more up close how this is going, how it looks. So yeah, that is that. I'm going to check back in with you guys. It's 6:19. I don't know if you guys can see my phone. I'm gonna try and leave this on for as long as I can. Alright guys, so I'm checking back in. It's almost 9. I think it's like 8:40 something. And I think I finished my makeup about 6:20-ish, but I put the foundation on obviously before I finished my makeup, so it's been on for almost 3 hours. It's still looking really nice. It hasn't oxidized, I don't think. It hasn't really worn off at all. I would say I'm really enjoying this foundation so far. It's definitely more of a natural kind of looking foundation. Definitely say it is for sure a medium coverage foundation. If you're looking for something super full coverage, this is not gonna be it, I don't think, but it could be buildable. I would say I think that it just sits really nicely on the skin. I'm not seeing any like areas that it's like clinging to any dry patches. I don't know, I don't really have like too many dry patches on my skin right now, but I think it's sitting really nicely on my dry skin. It's not making my skin look more dry so far. I am going to wear it to work tomorrow, and I will let you guys know if anything changes with that. This is just a close-up of my face so you guys can see like up close and personal. It looks really nice on camera, at least from what I can see in my viewfinder. I'm really liking it. I think it has a nice, like, it's not super dewy. Alright guys, so I have put on my foundation, and it is the Becca Skin Love, and I'm absolutely loving it. I used the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer that is in one of my project pans. I used that underneath today instead of my Tatcha one, just to kind of see what a different primer would do. So I did use that primer to prime, and I think it works pretty well. It is 9:38. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm just going to keep this on for the entire day and let you guys know how it goes. I'll do like some check-ins hopefully. Oh man, I'm feeling a little sick, by the way, just dubs. And I'm just going to see how long this lasts today, and I will check in with you guys at the end of the day. I may try to check in earlier too, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so it is 6:01, and I don't know if you guys could see that. So it's 6:01. So I'm a little bit dewier, I think, than when I started. So if you do have oily skin, I could see this not lasting a whole lot of time on you. So I was touching my face a ton today, just kind of like, you know, doing this, like just lots of face touching. And it still turned out really well. I really like how it's wearing on me. And I don't feel like I've lost too much coverage throughout the day. To kind of give you guys an up close and personal look at my face, this is what we are looking at. So I adjusted my camera settings so you guys could see a little bit better. I think it was a little too bright. So I would say bottom line, if you're looking for a natural finish to slightly dewy finish foundation, something that's more medium coverage, feels very natural and weightless on the skin. I honestly didn't feel like I was wearing foundation whatsoever today. Like I forgot that I had even put it on, and then I was looking at my skin in the mirror and I was like, oh wow, it looks really nice. Like I forgot I was wearing foundation today. So I think if you have dry skin and you're looking for a natural kind of everyday foundation, this is definitely one to try out. I would keep in mind I don't think the shade range is as good as it could be. And I think if you have oily skin, definitely watch some more reviews on this foundation, because I have a feeling it's probably not great for oily skin, just because I can see it not doing super well with because I definitely feel like throughout the day I got more dewy. If you're not starting off with like super dry skin, you may go a little too far where you're like too dewy, and I know people don't really enjoy that. So I would definitely check out some people with oily skin if you can find reviews on this foundation, just because I think that'd be the safest bet. But yeah, if you have dry skin and again you're looking for a very like everyday comfortable foundation to wear and you don't need too much coverage, I would say that this is definitely one to try out. Again, the only thing I really have to say that I don't like about it is the shade range. I think that they could do a ton better. Like I think this is good for me, like the shade matched so well. I'm worried that in the wintertime it won't match quite. It'll be like a little bit too dark. Alright guys, those are my thoughts on this foundation. I give it a thumbs up. I definitely think it's one of my favorites that I've tried recently. So those are my thoughts, and I'm really looking forward to continue to using this foundation. I just think it's going to be a great foundation to wear to work, because it's not going to be transferring onto my hands or my clothes or anything, and it's going to basically feel like I'm not wearing anything. So I really like that, and it gives me enough coverage for like an everyday look. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Obviously, if you have any questions, please let me know down below in the comments. I would love to answer them for you guys if I can, and let me know what foundation you guys would like me to review next. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!